So
well, tell us, we're going to offer to you now the 1921 Mint MS65 ICG Morgan Silver Dollar. That was a mouthful.
Well, here's the deal. I mean, we've sold a lot of 1921 Morgan Silver Dollars here. There's no doubt about that. And I've sold Mint State 62s and 63s, and I've even sold Mint State 64s, usually at about $149.95. What I've never been able to do, and I mean never, in all of the years I've been here, been able to sell a Mint State 65 Morgan Silver Dollar, certified by one of the 4 major grading companies. It's PCGS, NGC, ICG, and Annex. Okay, those are the 4. In Mint State 65 for $149.95. $149.95 is usually the single best price. I sell thousands of Morgan Silver Dollars in Mint State 64 when we do a price break to $139.95. Usually the Mint State 65s, if you go to hsn.com, I have a couple of Mint State 65s, not 1921s out there, and they're going to run, I think, on average about $299 to something like that. That's what we sell them for. But at $149.95, and it comes in the red oak presentation box, it is an unheard of high grade. So for those of you that are just, okay, last year of issue of the Morgan Silver Dollar, so we're nearly at the centennial of the 1921 Morgan Silver Dollar. But in coin collecting, as in any collecting, the single most important determining factor of value is what? It's condition. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. And this coin, there are no Mint State 70 1921 mortgages. There's no Mint State 69s. I don't believe there's even any Mint State 68s in the 1921. There's some Mint State 67s. They're tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars. Mint State 67s are thousands of dollars. But a Mint State 65 at $149 is just not a price that you're ever going to see. We found an incredible hoard of these coins that I can offer at a phenomenally, ridiculously high grade. Like I said, you can get uncirculated 1921 Morgans. We sell them here for, you know, $89 or $99. But to go all the way up and understand in coins we grade on a 70-point scale.
I was going to ask you about that.
70 is the top.
Because I'm thinking people who are watching who are new to coin collecting, they're like, wait a second, what does that mean to me after all? But so 70
is perfect.
It's a perfect coin.
Uncirculated starts at 60. Brilliant uncirculated is 63. What we have here is the best of the best. In Mint State 65, what we have got here is a coin that is absolutely at the top of its grade, and then the price. Normally, you would absolutely, positively never be able to find this coin for less than $200. I was able to find basically a brand new bag of 1921 Morgan.
I think we have to emphasize that as well. The year of this coin.
Yes, 1921. And actually what we did is we found somebody that had put away 1921, 22, 23, 24, and 25. They had bags of each one of them. That's 1,000 coins that have been untouched for nearly 100 years. And when we had them certified, they came back at a grade that we just simply, we were hoping to get Mint State 64s, but we got so many Mint State 65s that we were able to do this at a price that nobody else is able to do in Mint State 65 for one of the major grading companies. And that's what your opportunity is. Comes with the red oak presentation box.
If you'd like to order 618-339, keep those phone calls coming. Don't forget, take advantage of the generous flex pay that we're offering. But let's